everyone, me again. If you're new around here, my name's Alice and I make videos all about affordable beauty and fashion. Today I'm going to be trying a viral hair technique that I've been seeing a lot on YouTube recently. Basically, it involves getting your hair and wrapping it around one of these like nightgown ties, and I've seen loads of people doing it and it always looks really beautiful. I didn't think that it would work on my hair because my hair is a little bit short. However, I saw Laura Bradshaw do this in a recent vlog of hers. Her hair is about the same length as mine, kind of, and it looked really good on her, so I thought if she can do it, then so can I. So I'll leave the link to her video in the description box as well. I'll also leave the link to her friend Shona Scott's video as well. That's where Laura got the idea from. Shona does a very in-depth tutorial if you've never seen anyone do this technique before. So yeah, I'm just going to give it a go. Most people I've seen blow dry their hair straight first. However, I don't really like to use that much heat on my hair. That's why this technique kind of appeals to me. So it's mostly air dried, but I did just kind of dry the roots a little bit and give that a bit of a zhuzh and just run my fingers through it under the dryer. So it's a little bit more straight and less wavy than it would normally be, but there's definitely still a little bit of wave in there. Anyway, I'm just going to jump in. I've watched a few videos now and I think I mostly remember how to do it, but I do have my phone in front of me in case I need to refresh my memory. So I'm just kind of parting it, and then I'm taking one half and just putting that in the scrunchie to keep it out of the way, just so I can do this side first. And then I'm just going to take this tie. This looks about right. I'd like it to be a little bit closer to the front of my head so that all the longer pieces at the front get a good amount of curl going on. But I don't want it to be so far in front that I can't get any of the shorter sections around the back to wrap around my hair. So I'm going to start here. I've got a little pack of hairpins here. So I'm just going to secure this in place. And then I guess I'm just going to go in. So I'm just going to grab the top layer of my hair. I have the thickest hair in the world, so this still feels like so much hair. So I'm just going to get this front section here, lift up the robe tie, and then basically just tuck it underneath and pull it out the other end. And then I'm going to take the section of hair here and I'm just going to pull it back under the robe tie and then pull it out. And that's kind of it. You just do it like that, grabbing more and more hair as you go all the way down. So I'm just grabbing a bit more hair. It kind of reminds me of doing French braids. If you've never done French braids, you might find this a bit confusing to get your head around at first. I'm trying to make sure I get sections at the back as well and I don't forget about that bit. I hope I'm not taking too much hair. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, this is the bit where it's going to get a bit more difficult. I've got to the shorter bits at the bottom. But I'm going to do my best. And then I'm just going to take a hair elastic and seal it at the end. So I've missed out a couple of hairs at the back. I'll try and get them when I'm doing the other side. It's also a little bit loose at the top. I'm wondering if I just didn't like pull it hard enough or if it's supposed to be like that. There's still some like longer bits poking out at the end over here, so I'm going to try and just tuck them around if I can. I think Laura Bradshaw said that this happened on her hair as well, that the ends just went a little bit straight, but that's okay. There we go, and I've got one side done. So I don't know if it's the neatest. I think there's definitely some bits that I could have pulled a bit tighter. For my first try, it's not come out too badly. Anyway, I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I was thinking of cutting some layers into my hair at some point, so maybe that'll be my next hair video. Anyway, I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. If that motorcycle outside will please be quiet so I can get on with filming, that would be great. Okay, so I feel like this side has actually come out a lot better. I think because this was my second attempt and this was the first time I've ever done this. So in comparison, this side is feeling a little bit loose, especially at the top. So I might actually just quickly redo this side just to make it a little bit better, because this was the first time I've ever done it, so it does look a bit messy. And I just want the curls to be even on both sides, so yeah. I'll just quickly redo this. I don't think it's bad for my first attempt, but yeah, it could definitely be better. I want to make sure it looks as good as it can, just so I'm giving this technique a fair chance. Ooh, I feel like it's already created a bit of wave actually, even though it's only been in my hair for like a couple of minutes, however long it took me to do that side. Maybe it's because my hair is still like about 5 or 10% damp. But yeah, that looks really nice. I actually think this technique could look quite good on me actually, if it looks like this after a few minutes. And so this time I just keep tugging on the robe every single time I'm wrapping another strand around it, and that's what's stopping it from being too loose. Again, I'm actually finding this technique pretty easy to do now that I've like got my head around it. And you know, in this video, this is the first time I've ever tried to do it. I didn't practice it before I turned my camera on or anything. So I think as long as you've done something like French braids before, you'll be fine. Okay, and we're done. So this side looks a lot better now. I'm really glad that I redid it. I don't know how the back is going to look because there's definitely some shorter pieces that didn't quite manage to wrap around the hair. Like there's a bit that I can see right here that I didn't manage to get, but I'm hoping that even if the back doesn't look perfect, once it's all loose and kind of blended together, it will still look pretty decent. Anyway, this is kind of it. This is all you do. So when I go to bed tonight, I can just wrap it up like this and then just tie it up at the top like that. That's the entire tutorial. That's all you do. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever tried this. It's the evening now, so I'm just going to sleep on this and I'm going to come back tomorrow and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so it's the next morning. I don't know how this is going to turn out. One side actually came loose while I was sleeping. It basically just like unraveled from the top of my head like this in the night. And then when I woke up, some of the elastics on this side had all broken off. That's not really a massive surprise because I don't really sleep very well at the moment. I'm tossing and turning a lot. So I guess it does kind of make sense. But next time I might just tie it in a little bit tighter. Anyway, when I woke up and realised it had come loose, I kind of wrapped it back up and then I secured it while I did my makeup and stuff. So hopefully now that it's had a few hours to just kind of sit in that pattern, that will refresh it a little bit and it will look a bit more even. But yeah, if this side looks a little bit more straight, that's kind of why. But anyway, I guess it's time to take this out and see how everything looks. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. I know it's a bit crazy, but I am really into this. I'm just going to fluff up the roots a little bit. I really love this curl pattern. I feel like it's a bit flat at the roots, but I think if I just zhuzh up the parting a little bit, I might be able to make that look a bit better. Yeah, I really like this, you guys. I mean, you saw how like frizzy my hair is at the ends naturally, but somehow this has just made everything look a whole lot smoother. It's a really good technique. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love doing the curly girl method, but I can never get it to look this sleek and polished. It's always a little bit messy, and I've been trying to embrace that, but I really like knowing that I can get this look as well when I want something that's just a little bit more polished. Yeah, I really like it. The back doesn't look amazing. It's not as curly as the front pieces of my hair, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be either. It's not like it's wavy at the front and then completely straight at the back. It actually all blends together really nicely. And yeah, I'm really happy. I'm definitely going to do this technique again. It wasn't like the most comfortable thing to sleep on just because I sleep on my side. That's probably why this all came out. But it wasn't that bad. I sleep with updos and things like that all the time, so it wasn't that different really for me. I think if you normally sleep with your hair down, this might take a little bit of getting used to, but it really wasn't that terrible. And yeah, I really like this technique. I'm just really happy with how my hair looks. Anyway, I think that's everything from me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did and if you found it helpful. And let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this or if you want to give it a go, because as you can see, it does work if you don't have really long hair. Anyway, that's everything from me today, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.